In this tutorial, I'm going to help you answer the exam question down here, which is explain the difference in weather between Lerwick and Ballycastle. You've got a model answer here with the sentence starters, so the description part of this question has actually been done for you. And to answer this question, you obviously would be looking to figure out what the weather in Ballycastle was using this synoptic weather symbol and then compare it with that one. And then, knowing what the difference was, you would then go to try to explain that difference. So here is what you should have been looking to write. So we know that Ballycastle is warmer than Lerwick by 4 degrees. That's the first statement made down here, and we're wanting a reason for that. So the reason it is warmer is that Ballycastle lies in the warm sector of air, from a warm air mass. In contrast, Lerwick lies in a cold area of air being brought down from a cold air mass. So that would be your first explanation there. There is a second reason that Ballycastle is warmer. That's this point here. And that is because Ballycastle is further south. It's on a more southerly latitude, therefore it is closer to the equator, which explains why it is warmer. So that is your second factor. Now, why is the wind stronger in Ballycastle by 25 knots? Ballycastle has got stronger winds. There's two things you could say here. Okay. First thing is because the isobars are closer together in Ballycastle than they are in Lerwick. But I would finish off that sentence by saying that Ballycastle actually is closer to the centre of low pressure, which is right here. And Lerwick is actually much further away. Okay? So that's an expanded sentence. Our fourth point down here, the wind is coming from the northwest in Ballycastle because, and it's a really simple explanation, winds travel in an anti-clockwise direction following the isobars in an area of low pressure. So they travel in an anti-clockwise direction following the direction of the isobars in an area of low pressure. So that would be your explanation here. Why is there heavy rain in Ballycastle compared to no rain in Lerwick? Well, there's two statements here that we've got to do. So why is there rain in Ballycastle? The reason for heavy rain in Ballycastle is because a cold front, shown here by the small little triangles, has just arrived at Ballycastle, which brings heavy rain with it. In contrast, second point here, there is no rain in Lerwick because, and the reason for no rain in Lerwick is there is no weather front near Lerwick and therefore unlikely to be any rain. Okay. You could also say that because Lerwick is getting close to an area of high pressure, the air is sinking and therefore it's also unlikely why there isn't going to be no rain in Lerwick. Right. Ballycastle has 8 octaves of cloud cover. That's this point down here. Because, and the reason there is because a cold front has arrived bringing heavy clouds. You might even go further and say bringing cumulonimbus clouds. Okay. And finally, Lerwick has no clouds because it lies almost in an area of high pressure and therefore clouds are unlikely to form because the air is sinking. And also there are no weather fronts nearby to bring clouds. So there's actually 2 points you can make for this last one. So that is your because statements for each of these 8 ones. And if you write them in, you should be able to write a perfect answer and get full marks for this quite complex question.